Would you look at that? It's another new smartphone. It was just announced. It looks a lot like a smartphone which gathered a boatload of attention last year. That was, of course, the Vivo Nex. The phone in front of me takes a lot of its inspiration from that Nex device. Of course, it's a Vivo device. This is the V15 Pro. And what you're looking at is a more approachable, more affordable version of the Nex. I can go based on some rumors that are out there that seem to imply that the price point for this device is going to be somewhere around $400 US. So really compelling, competitive price. Ultra full view display. It has a triple camera setup on the back, including a wide angle, a 32 megapixel elevating front camera. So if you remember that from the next video, it's very entertaining. It's got a 3700 milliamp hour battery as well. In display fingerprint. First things first, a little case. Better than what I'm used to seeing as far as free cases are concerned. And here's the device. This is Topaz Blue. Not only does this device have dual nano SIM slots, it's also got micro SD, so expandable storage. Ooh, wow, that is a very nice blue. The triple camera setup. Oh my goodness, there is also a headphone jack. Nice to see it hanging around on certain devices. Now, unfortunately, it's a micro USB connector, but somehow still capable of fast charging. You actually have a dedicated button for launching Google Assistant. Also include a headset. It's a wired headset with a microphone, pretty standard stuff. Oh, all right, so gets my face. Did you get that, Jack? That was wild. That was so fast. It just scanned me instantly. Okay, now we're gonna do the fingerprint. So now that it's registered, let's go ahead and attempt to unlock it. First, I'll try the fingerprint here. Okay, I feel like that's quicker than my OnePlus 6T. Hold on a second here. Let me just see something. It's quicker, right? Okay, and this guy? Maybe it's just the animation, but it feels like maybe a split second faster. If you want to use the face unlock, you just, what do you do? It's a swipe up. So it's just this, comes up. I can't imagine doing that every time just because then you're really using this motorized unit a lot, but it is quick. So let's try and not point at my face. Nothing. Then unlock. Nothing. Boom. Now, of course, if you launch the camera app, the front-facing camera will trigger the unit as well. Now, if I switch back to the other camera on the back, it goes away. So let's take a selfie. I'm looking way too beautiful. Where is the beauty mode on this? They're softening me out. Anyway, I'll crank that down. Maybe we'll put HDR on. Wow. That might be the best selfie I've ever taken. Look at the detail on here. And look at the pores in my skin here. You seeing this? Pores? Hair follicles? Will, you want to take a look at this? Am I crazy, or is that a really nice looking selfie?
Yeah, it is. It's very sharp.
It is a ton of detail.
Really nice.
Do you see what's going on here? That's wild. This is one of my favorite selfies I've ever taken in this environment. We're talking about 32 megapixels. Okay, let's flip over to the rear camera. Now, HDR mode popped on. Now there's also a wide lens. It is a triple camera setup. Tons more in the frame. I believe this is a 120-degree field of view. Now, as you can see, there's a slider in the middle there for simulated aperture, as you can tell. Kind of does a job of that, of like blurring out the background. I'm not such a fan of these modes. I've told you about that in the past. It's funny, the rear camera I might be less impressed by than the front-facing one. That's a pretty vibrant image. This is an AMOLED display. That's pretty wild at this price point also, but the front-facing one, that's a crazy unit. I never saw such a realistic selfie that actually looks like me. You know, I was critical of some of the magic that Apple was doing, even some of the magic that the Pixel does sometimes that I don't like that much. Now, this unit also has a night mode built into it, so we should probably hit some lights and see what we can come up with. Ooh, look at that. It's dark in here, but not on the camera. Oh my goodness, guys, it's dark in here, but not on the night mode. Willie Doo is satisfied right now. Okay, that's Will on the camera with the exposure set. Here's Will on the night mode. Look at that. You wouldn't believe it. It's important to know that this doesn't have the flagship Snapdragon in it. This one is the 675, but that could be a good thing from a power consumption standpoint. 3700 milliamp hour battery. I think you can see some pretty decent battery numbers on here, and that processor should be enough for most individuals, especially price point considered. Okay, I definitely want to test the sound on this. It's a lot of high end, but it's loud. Wow, it's piercing. It's a bit obnoxious, a safer way to listen. It's either going not city. Is that enough? The speaker is passable, nowhere near the best I've seen. You have to adjust your expectations to the suggested price point. Now, I should also mention that you do have a skin on this device out of the box, as you can tell here. It's fairly snappy, but a couple things you gotta get used to, like you're swiping down here, you see your notifications. Up is gonna bring up your brightness, volume, and various other quick toggles. Something to note, at least out of the box. As I said before, it's an AMOLED display, all screen. This is kind of an amazing package, in fact, when you consider the price point. This is the blue color, the glitz, the glamour. You're gonna turn some heads with that guy right there. I'm pretty excited about it. It's the V15 Pro from Vivo, a new, more affordable incarnation of the Nex Origin. I think it's interesting.